Make sure we interview Kyle this time. Good? Yeah, we're good.
Hi, folks. Welcome. A little under the weather. Thursday night. This is 31 class. They are working on half-line dovetails all day today. Spent most of Tuesday and half of Wednesday through dovetails, dimensioning lumber. So they've got projects that they're working on. We're going to mosey around and have a look at what they're doing. But first, my friend Moose has presents. Santa Claus, we'll call him. Well, we already have Santa Claus. Santa Claus 2. Take it away, Moose.
It's always my honor every Thursday night broadcast when we have the in-workshop session here. It's always my honor to give a gift of appreciation to the veterans here who are in attendance. So, without further ado, we'll call some names. Ryan.
Yes, right here.
Congratulations. Thank you for your service.
Thank you guys. It's a great opportunity.
Joshua. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Keep you warm in the morning on the walk.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy that. Stephen Belleville.
Oh, he's under the weather.
Under the weather.
How about just sick?
Should have been wearing his sweater. We have another Steve. McCarroll. Steve McCarroll. Thank you for your service. Here's from my appreciation. Thank you. Troy.
Thank you.
Her dad was here a year and a half ago.
Oh, yes.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Big Mike.
Craig Miller. Thank you very much for your service. And there you go, Craig.
Appreciate it.
And Danielle.
Daniel.
Daniel?
Daniel.
Yeah.
Danielle.
You are my brother. There you go.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thanks for your service. And we also have a civilian attendee that we'd like to honor because they are also a Vietnam veteran. And any Vietnam veteran is entitled to a dead cat sweater. Steve Grake. Thank you for your service. Much appreciated. There you go. That's it for me. Let's get on with
Don't
the.
we have one more? The guy that received his last time that won.
No, that's,
Oh, we did
that's
it?
part of the 4
Yeah.
at the end.
Oh, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Do I need to stay and keep you in line, or?
Probably. Take right over.
I
Actually,
have-
hand it over to
Ken. Yeah,
Ken.
Ken's next up.
I'm next. Okay, we have a little gift here for each civilian attendee. Todd?
Sit over there, I think. Hopefully nobody will
Michael?
steal it.
First thing you saw that getting there.
Oh yeah, I know. I've had to pick that out before.
Oops. And David T.
You don't want my cold.
And
I'll see you in
David.
the morning. Noonish.
David
I'm playing.
David T, yes. Thank
Can't
you
miss.
very much. Appreciate it.
Reminds me, I gotta find goalies.
Take it all the way back to Israel. Dorothy?
Yay, birthday.
And Sam? There you go.
That it?
Got it?
Hey, you know what? I got an idea. How about if I just sit right here and have them come up and bring their dovetail with them? Then I don't have to move. Good idea?
Sure.
So, just in case you're tuning in for the first time, this is our Purple Heart Workshop, also known as the Training the Hand. So half of the students come here as paying customers. The other half come here as our guests, as a reward for the service that they've put forth and the sacrifice for their country. We like to do something for them that just so happens to be very therapeutic, particularly for people suffering from things like PTSD and traumatic brain injuries. And we've had a number of physically wounded soldiers as well. So we teach them how to build furniture, or at least the skills on how to build furniture like it was 200 years ago. And we send them home with a full cabinet full of tools. And we have an organization run by Jack Lane down in Texas and assisted by Jim up in Moncton. And Jim has an organization called the Kodiak Woodworkers Club, and they build benches for the northern half. And then Jack organizes the civilians who want to participate and build a bench for a vet and deliver it. They build it to our specs. We provide them with the vise. It's the same bench that you see here being used by these guys tonight. We've delivered well over 150 benches, might even be higher than that. So anyway, they take all this stuff home, they take the knowledge, now they have the tools, they can set up a little shop, they have the bench, everything they need to continue. And a lot do. Why is it so therapeutic? I don't know. Wood is good. You get to really immerse yourself in something. It requires a lot of your attention in order to be able to cut these dovetails and mortise and tendons, and know how to sharpen. All this is done freehand. So we want to celebrate their success a little bit. So who'd like to come up first? When you come up, bring me your best dovetail and have a seat beside me. And then we can brag about you. Ryan's first. Ryan's at EOD. We've had lots of... Excuse me. Excuse me. Sit on your end of the bench so you don't catch my cold. All right, tell them who you are and a little bit about yourself, and if you want to say hello to anybody, and then I'll be examining your dovetail while you're doing that.
Oh, goodness. All right, hey, how you guys doing? My name is Ryan Gasser. So I'm almost 20 years active duty Army, U.S. Army, explosive ordnance disposal, like Rob was talking about. So I'm stationed in Maryland right now, almost getting ready to retire. I'd like to say hi to my family, Crystal, and my kids, Logan and Riley, and Austin. Hey, how you guys doing? I miss you guys. I'm having a lot of fun up here.
Starving?
Oh, man, you wouldn't imagine the terrible food that they're feeding us here. No, the food here is amazing. I can't even believe it's like we're eating at a 5-star restaurant every night. Shout out to the kitchen staff, because they've definitely earned it. But yeah, if you're a veteran out there and you're going through some stuff, or you've seen your share of experience while you've been out in the military and serving your country, highly recommend you look Rob up in the Purple Heart project, because it's an amazing opportunity, and I'm so glad I'm here to be able to experience it. Appreciate you having me, Rob.
Glad you're here. So, the first ever half blind? You got to talk into the mic. I'm going to hold it up here so they can. This is your first ever dovetail?
So this is my first half-blind dovetail ever.
Did you cut your first dovetail ever here?
I did, yeah.
So, new.
A lot of new experiences here.
That's pretty good for a first ever half blind dovetail. It's actually really good.
Hey, had the opportunity to learn from the best, you know?
What can I say? We try.
Appreciate it, Rob.
Is it long enough hours?
Yeah, really long hours. About half the time I spent sharpening my tools.
Well, they got to be sharp. They have to be sharp. I'm not going to shake your hand just so I've been coughing on mine. I don't want to spread it to you, but I would normally, so we'll give you a fist pump.
There we go.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate you being here. And it's not over. Lots of work to do. Anybody else like to come up? Bring your best. The dovetail that represents you the best. Dorothy, we may as well stay in that middle row. There you go. You have to keep it fairly close to your mouth just because of the background noise. I'll take this. I want to see that.
I'm Dorothy O'Donnell. I am a musician, partially retired, and happy to be here. What else did you want
Have you
me
ever
to
cut a
say?
dovetail before?
Never in my life.
Okay, so take a look at this and be impressed. Was this your first? Oh yeah, it was. See
Well,
that?
there's a lot of trial and error, and there's several
But this
more
is your
boards.
first assembled one, right?
Yes.
That's incredible. Really is. Awesome.
Thank you.
Did you say? Did you have anyone to say hello to?
I don't know if anyone will be watching, but my
Well, it's
kids.
stored
and-
so they can see it later.
Oh, good. Allie, John, Emma, Sky, and Colin, and Aviva, who I haven't met yet, and my friends who might be watching, Jean, and Kristen. That's all.
What do you got to say about the experience of being here with these?
Well, the
Remarkable
Purple
people.
Heart Project is phenomenal. And I'm so happy to hear about it and work with all these wonderful veterans, all these heroes. I'm quite humbled. And the food is out of this world. I love food, and I've had a lot of good food, but this food is absolutely amazing. I'd like to come back just for the food. But it's wonderful.
That's more
Thank you.
expensive.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
You're welcome. Thank you. Little fist pump so we don't give you the germs. Thank you. Sam,
Howdy,
I'll take that. Thank you.
I'm Sammy. This is my first half-blind dovetail
Ever?
ever.
Not your first one today. First one ever?
First one ever.
Pretty remarkable. Pretty
From-
remarkable. Had a little bit of a blowout right there, but that's
Yeah.
forgivable. That was just an error. Wasn't due to sloppiness.
Yep.
That's really good.
From Utah. Shout out to Wendy, who's holding down the fort while I'm here. So. But yeah,
We're in Utah.
Murray. So
I know the area.
second or third or fourth, whatever the great food here. You got to start the cooking course.
Yeah,
Add on.
we hear that a lot.
Yeah, fantastic. But
So, how was your experience with the? Did you know what you were coming to?
yeah, I mean, I've watched these, which made me, I set an alarm for when they were going up on sale on the website to make sure I got in before they sold out. But got exactly what I wanted, leveling up my game, sharpening and cutting by hand. It's great.
Did you know much about combat veterans prior to coming here?
Yeah, since I'm a combat veteran myself.
Oh, we'll tell them that.
But I'm a veteran, but I'm not one of the scholarship veterans. But I'm, here there's I think 3 of us that are not the scholarship veterans that just decided to come. But that didn't really have a bearing. It was all about the woodworking, but it's great being around so many veterans.
Awesome. All right. Tell your friends to come.
Yes. Some of them.
Tell them to send us money so we can keep doing this.
Oh yeah, this is a great. You're a registered nonprofit now too.
We are.
Right? Yep.
Both countries.
Yep, Canada and United States. So.
And we just got an award. What did we get an award for, Ken? One in, in the United States. Something to do with transparency or,
Yeah.
you remember what it was?
It was a gold award to
Oh, they can't hear you. He said it's a gold award
for financial transparency.
for financial transparency. So your money donated is going to go to helping these guys.
Tax-free deduction.
And we need the help.
Yep.
But thanks to John down in Florida, this is the first year in our 9-year history that our donations actually covered the costs for all 6 classes. Big, huge thank you. We have one more class in October. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Keep going. Lots of work left. What's the matter, Fred?
They don't like you touching the mic and giving it to other people.
Well, you got it like here. Are you gonna-
No, they just mean they don't like him.
You should just leave it on the bench because you don't need to hold it at all.
I'm not wearing a mask. Next. Come on, Danielle. And don't bring somebody else's dovetail, bring your own.
I'm bringing it.
It's not.
You mean Luther Jr.?
Luther Jr., yeah. That's right, yeah. Just a little more hair. Oh, who did this?
I did that one.
Did you?
Yep.
What number?
First
Oh,
ever.
this is your first?
First time I ever touched a plane.
First time you ever touched the plane and dovetail saw it? And where are you from?
Kansas City.
Well, that's pretty good considering, huh?
Yeah.
All right, talk to the audience. Tell them who you are.
My name is Danny Brazil. I'm from Kansas City. I'm a U.S. Marine combat veteran. I found out about the Purple Heart Project when I was at a woodcraft store. They're big supporters of Purple Heart Project as well. So found out about it and got put in my application and got selected. And I've been here, and it's just been phenomenal. I mean, there's so much information. There's so much things. I mean, I got tools, more tools than I know what to do with. I don't even know what they do half the time. But it's been a great experience hanging out with people and getting to know other veterans and hear their stories. So we talk about our stories when we sit around after dinner. And the food. Oh my, bro. They need to have a cookbook. It's that good. It's a great time. And, I really think you guys should support Purple Heart Project so that we can get more veterans out here to experience this, because it really is a life-changing kind of experience. And I can't wait to get home, because I want to just keep trying and practicing and getting better so that my dovetails look as good as Rob's.
Good luck. Hey, you never said a word about Kyle.
Kyle,
You never said a word about Kyle.
about my bunk buddy? Where is Kyle?
Oh, yeah, that's right, too. You're in the same
He's
house.
from Newfoundland, yeah.
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
And Brent?
And Brent, there's my boy Brent right there. Ain't it? And then my buddy David from Israel. Holla! And then my buddy Dorothy.
They didn't get to pick their bench places, did they?
No, they love me.
Okay.
See? Danielle. There it goes,
There you
Danielle.
go. Yeah, around the world.
Boom, boom.
Boom,
There
boom,
it is.
Boom, boom.
Yes.
Boom, boom, Danielle. That almost sounds like something that would work somewhere different.
I'm really quiet and reserved, though, honestly.
You are very. Well, all right. You got time to do another one tonight.
Yes, sir.
Little fist pump so we don't spread the cold.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Get out of here. Get to work. Thank you. Somebody else want to come up? Bring your very best dovetail you have. Come on up. There we go. Todd from
Texas.
Tejas. Let's have a look. You need to hold that mic. Now tell them who you are
I'm Todd Gallagher from Beaumont, Texas.
and what you do.
I am a project manager for a local utility.
How did you find him right here?
Really, I found it from my friend Michael standing over there on the left. Michael's been telling me for years that he thought I would like woodworking. And really how it started, I got to show this and give a shout out to my son. This is what started it all for me. So a couple years ago, my son Thomas went to a summer camp and learned how to turn wood.
Oh, yeah.
His very first project was this keychain. Well, we get back from summer camp, and next thing you know, I've got a lathe in the garage. So I had to learn how to turn wood so he wouldn't cut his fingers off. One thing led to another, and now I'm here with Michael hoping to learn how to build furniture.
Sounds like a plan.
Yep.
Did you say hello to anybody at home?
Yep, I'd like to say hello to my wife Amanda, son Thomas, and daughter Maddie, and my niece and nephew who I know are watching, Luca and Allie.
Check out his dovetail. How many have you cut?
That's number 3.
In your life or here? Or both?
That's number
Both.
4 in my life. I attempted one other one. Don't look too
pretty
close.
good.
There's some cracks in there.
It's pretty good. So, you've had an experience for 4 days with these combat wounded vets.
Yep.
What do you think?
Well, I was surprised. So I knew a lot, and part of what attracted it, two things attracted us to this after watching you on YouTube. One, it was clear we wanted to learn from you and learn the methods, but two, we really like and appreciate what the Purple Heart Project stands for. I knew there would be a lot done for the vets in this. What I didn't have an appreciation of was what the civilians would take away from this. So.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So tell all your friends they need to be here.
Absolutely.
Tell all your friends that they're looking for a charity support, that we, for every dollar that we take in, how much of it goes to the vets directly, Ken? 95. I think the only expense that we have to hire accountants to do the bookwork side of it, because when you're a registered charity, you get looked at closely. And it's more than what one person, Luther, could handle. So other than that, all that money goes to either plane tickets, food, tools, parts for the bench that we send the bench brigade. And it's an expensive venture, but it is well worth it. Well worth it. All right. Anything else to say?
No, thank
Okay.
you. Very rewarding.
You're welcome. Fist pump. Hey. Yeah. May as well send your partner up here, Michael. You bring your best. I used to walk around. I like it better. You guys coming up here. Grab that mic, please. Can you have this? Very good. How many? How many have you done?
Well, you know I'd done some before I came here, but this was the first one I did here.
And so how did this go compared to the ones you've done at home?
So I have a history of going to a woodworking school several years ago, and the methods that you teach are much more repeatable and easier than the methods that I learned in that other school.
Well, we try. So you came with your friend, which is a nice way to spend a vacation. I don't know if it's much of a vacation. You work pretty hard. What time we get here in the morning?
7,
What time do we leave at night?
10, or maybe a little earlier.
You sneaking out and I didn't notice?
Yep.
And it's all work.
Yep.
Food?
Delicious. Todd and I traded our annual trout fishing trip for this workshop, and well worth it.
And the camaraderie among these veterans in particular, but also the other civilian students?
It just does something for everybody to hear their stories. I know it's good for them to vent and share that with other people, and certainly brings an enhanced appreciation for everything that they go through for civilians like me that never chose to serve.
Yeah, it's life altering, and for an awful lot, it's life ending. So it's a trauma that I think they'll carry with them the rest of their life. Hopefully, stuff like this can help them manage it. That's great. All right. Well,
Say hello to my wife.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hey.
hello to my wife Debbie and the rest of the family that may be watching at home.
You didn't say whoa to your wife?
Or my kids.
Oh, way to go, Bubba. Danielle, you better come back. Can you swap places with him so
I
he
sure
doesn't get, he'll have to end up coming live with you. He gets kicked out.
I'm sorry. Honey, my wife Kelly, I love you. My daughters Grace and Gabrielle, it's Daughter's Day, and my son Griffin. So.
You just love the camera, don't you?
No, I just don't want to get in trouble.
You're welcome. Michael, long distance fist pump. There you go. All right, let's not keep them waiting. Who else would like to come up here and say howdy? Oh, Tori, you have a good story to tell. And I'm going to rub this into your father. So what year? Last year? What year was Michael here?
My dad was here May 2023.
May 2023, so a little better than a year ago.
Yep.
Michael came. Didn't cut a dovetail this well. Ouch. That hurts. And he blue chipped his daughter, which means we accepted her based on his recommendation, something that every vet that comes to the program has the privilege of being our eyes and ears and finding us people that they know should be here. And it's pretty much a done deal, although we do reserve the right to alter it a bit. But tell them what your experience has been like.
Well, I am a carpenter in the military. I was a carpenter in the military, but I didn't have this level of experience. We didn't really build anything, we just tore down a lot of stuff. This has been a very rewarding experience because you can't just slap a bunch of pieces of wood together and hope it fits. You have to take the time and precision to get it done right. And I really struggled with my first one, getting it together, and when it was finally completed, I was very shocked with myself. That was my second one, and I was able to correct some of the mistakes that I was having in the first one. A lot of the tools that we've been given are tools that I'm very unfamiliar with, and I feel like I've gained a lot of experience, and I really am looking forward to taking this back home and doing more with it.
Plane is really nice and sharp too. It's a lovely finish on there.
Thank you.
That's really remarkable.
Thank you.
Extremely remarkable.
Thank you.
You know, say anything to your father, like blah, 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 or anything?
Yeah, I wanted to thank my dad for pushing me to apply. I wasn't super into it at first, but I'm very thankful for him pushing me, and he's always been on your lives and talking very highly of you guys.
Is he on there tonight?
He probably is. I haven't.
Ken, have you seen him tonight? Yeah. Yeah, he's there? He's there?
I also wanted to thank my boyfriend AJ, who's been nothing but supportive and pushing me to really push myself with this experience. I didn't want to be on camera, but he made a good point. Let's just talk and get it out there, and thank the vets, thank the team. I didn't have any experience. I really didn't think I'd do well, and I really do think it's important to just try, put yourself out there and apply, because you really don't know your skills until you try, and I'm very, very thankful I'm here.
Food?
Amazing. I don't know how I'm going to go back home and eat.
Yeah, we have a hard time going to restaurants after a week here.
The food is delicious, and I never feel icky and gross afterwards. It's all very
healthy. Very
healthy food.
Yeah.
Yep.
Last thing I'd like you to do, and I don't think you did it already, talk to the fellow vets, please.
Yeah. Like I said, I did a little bit, but I think it's really important if you're lost out there and need something to do and trouble finding a purpose, hop into a hobby, hop into this hobby, because it really does take you out of your brain and focus on your woodwork, and I think that's a healthy place to start.
Wood is good.
Wood is good.
Amen. Set it down there, fist pump.
Thanks.
And you have a good rest of the evening. Don't give up yet. Come on up, Doc. We only have David's, Michael's, and Steve's. This is David. Oh, here, you have to hold that really close to your mouth. I'll take that.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Keep the grade to yourself, please.
Yeah, okay, sure. Tell them who you are.
So I'm Dave Tinklepaw from Rhode Island, and I want to say hi to my son Matt, who I know is watching out on Cape Cod. My wife Kim, and Brittany and Jess.
Your wife's name Kim?
Kim, yeah. And she is part of the reason I'm here. So thank you for springing me. Yeah.
So how's it been?
It's been great. It's been great. It's really been, so I didn't tell you this, but I think the reason I ended up coming here was because of the Sean Chim.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I'd been trying to do dovetails at home, and it was frustrating, and your videos were, really instructive, and I ordered the shim thinking, we'll see, and it just really made them so much easier. So I thought, all right, I got to go and see what this is all about. And this has been an amazing week, or not quite a week yet, but the instruction is great. Rob is an excellent teacher. His staff is fantastic, and I'm sure you've heard the food is out of this world. So it's been a really good experience. And it's really been an honor to hear what the vets have to say. It's not something that you get in civilian life at all, so it's been a real honor to hear their stories. Quite moving. Love what you're doing.
Speaking of vets, big shout out to Sean McDermott. He invented the Sean Chim.
Yeah. Sweet piece of kit.
This is good. How many
All right.
times have you cut half blinds?
This is my first half blind.
The first ever half blind?
Correct.
Oh, that's really good.
Better than Kyle's.
Oh, yeah.
My 6 is right behind you.
Address other civilians that
Yeah, I
could
would
come and help support what we do.
Yeah, for sure.
Please.
So, if you like woodwork, if you like tools, especially get to tour the shop and see everything they have here. The tools are fantastic. So if you like tools, you like food, you like wood, you really can't be in any better place. And like I said, the instruction is fantastic. So highly recommend it. I'll be back.
Great, wonderful.
All right, thanks,
Thank
Rob.
you.
Yeah.
Set that down right
You
there.
got it.
See you. Keep at it.
All right.
Another David?
If we get the date.
We're on the roll.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
Okay.
You came a long way.
Yeah, David Morris came from Israel, born in the States, and heard about Rob because I wanted to start cutting my own dovetails and trying to do some handwork. I've been a carpenter and cabinet maker for 20 years now, but kind of missed actually the woodworking aspect of it because it was what I did was basically just production stuff. So this has been just a phenomenal time. First of all, Canada is really beautiful. It's my first time here. Really amazing place, and I think it's really amazing just what the Cosman team does here. All the tools that they make, really innovative, really easy to use. It's definitely the best dovetail saw I've ever used.
Say that again, please. I didn't quite hear that.
I said it was a pretty good dovetail saw.
Pretty good.
And I tried some other stuff beforehand, and it just wasn't working, But you kind of don't know if that's you or the saw or whatever. Probably both, but. So
can we do a little commercial? How long
Yeah.
how far into using our saw did you notice?
Oh, instantly.
Thank you.
It's no question. Initially I thought it was almost too easy, because you're so used to working hard to get it going where I wanted it to go, and all of a sudden, so I had to adjust everything I was doing just to get it to do it, let it do its thing, So, yeah.
So he's not paid. So if you're
No.
out there and you've been struggling with dovetails and you think mine's too expensive, ask yourself the question, what does it cost to be able to do it?
Yeah.
And bite the bullet, try it, and you'll notice it as soon as you use it.
But also, just to go back, what Dave said about the Sean Shem, I cut half a dozen before I came. I didn't have a Sean Shem, I was just using the gauge, the marking gauge. And it's just so much easier. It just instantly works. You don't have to think about it. You just put it on there and it does its thing. And that was really, really helpful. Yeah.
So take a close look at that. It's probably the best one I've seen. Notice how sharp the corners are, both the tail side and the pin side. Shoulders are tight. That's remarkable. Very good. Good job on the hand planing too.
Thank you.
Feel how well the blade works.
Well, one thing that I think coming here, I kind of thought, oh, we'll learn how to cut dovetails and do other things. But I think the name of it really is what it is, which is training the hand. When you learn how to train your hands to do what they're supposed to do, which all these guys, Rob and Kyle and Brent and Jake, who help out and everything, are all knowledgeable. It just really, really helps instantly. You understand what you're not doing, what you should be doing. But overall, I think the best thing is being here with all the people, meeting new friends, hearing all the vets' stories, the lives that they've lived and continue to live after what they've been through is extremely inspiring. And I'm really thankful to be here. So yeah, thanks for having me.
Did you give a shout out to people at home?
Shout out to my wife, Jessie, my son, Wyatt, who's serving in the IDF, my 3 girls, Carson, Grace, and Quinn. Love you guys, and miss you.
Awesome.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jake.
Just set that there for me, please. Fist bump.
You're like,
We're on a Steve roll now.
start the Steve train.
Start the Steve train.
Let the train roll, right?
I'll take those. You take that. You got to hold it fairly close to your mouth, Steve, just
All
because
right.
of the noise in the background.
Okay.
Tell them who you are.
My name is Steve Gregg. I'm from Houston, Texas.
And Vietnam
I am a
veteran.
Vietnam veteran. I was in Vietnam in March of 1968 through November of 69.
Navy.
In the Navy, yes.
So you've been here for 4 days, 5 counting Sunday. What have you learned?
Well, I've learned a lot. Most, I echo what the previous gentleman said about training the hand. It's just amazing. I've been a woodworker for a lot of years, but I use power tools, routers, joiners, planers, those kinds of things, table saws, all those dangerous things. And I've never experienced working with the hand tools until now. And I'm in love. It's just a different world. It's a completely different world. Any of you woodworkers out there, if you're veterans especially, check it out. The Purple Heart Project. Apply for the program and come see what Rob can do for you.
How's it been working with these fellow veterans? You're a different generation, but
It's been amazing. I think it's wonderful to see the camaraderie, to see the all the stories that are shared, all the commonalities that are there for people who have been through the service. They understand it, and it doesn't matter. Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, you name it, all the way, whether it's the Vietnam conflict or Fallujah or just wherever. It just doesn't matter, and it's a brotherhood and a neighborhood with the ladies as well. It's just been tremendous.
food?
Oh my! I'm gonna have to go on a diet when I get home.
$1.60 when you came?
Do what?
About $1.60 when you came?
No. 190.
$1.90? What are you going home?
I have no idea. I don't want to look and see. I won't do that until I get home.
Well, I'm just looking at your dovetail. So, can I ask how old you are?
75.
75. Have you ever cut a dovetail before?
Plenty of with the router, but never by hand.
So there's the second attempt. Have a close look at that. That's very good. Very good. Now next class I got a World War II vet coming.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, 97. That's awesome. You gave a shout out to everyone.
I'd like to say hi to my wife, Janet, down in Houston. Hey, sweetie, I'll be home soon. And my daughter, Carrie, over in Knoxville, Tennessee. Go Vols.
I've been there. Well, it's great. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you being here. See you. Keep at it. How we doing, Kyle? Why don't we take a little bit of a break and talk to Kyle? I'll interpret. Take the marbles out? Nah.
How are you
Number
now?
2. Is this number 2?
Number 2, yeah. 8 months, me and Jeff. Don't have a name yet. You can see its head right
there. This is G-rated.
Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to? Jeff O'Connor. Baby misses him.
I'm sure he's...
Jenna, Casey.
How's it been? You're pretty much a fixture around here. How many times you been here?
Moves as much I won't be able to move soon enough.
How was supper tonight?
Supper was
tell them what we
delicious.
had.
We had brisket.
Talk about the smoke ring.
Yeah, Anita's been practicing blowing smoke rings. She does really good. But no, the smoke ring's really good. Brisket's good.
Beans?
No, I don't eat beans.
Oh, you don't eat beans?
Nor beans. Corn. I'm a toss-up between the corn and the brisket. What else is it? Green beans, potato salad, but I won't eat that. That's meant to be hot.
How many times you been here?
Somewhere between 1 and 10.
Between 1 and 10? Well, you've been here all...
4 times.
4 and 5. 4 of the 5 so far this year.
Yeah, May, June, July.
And that wasn't
now
your first.
September. And last year was 2, I think.
How many times was the year last year, Jake?
Just twice.
Twice. And none the year before.
No?
No, 1 year.
And 1 year before. So what's that? 4.
More than one.
5, 6, 7.
So
7.
you've had 5 days to spend with these guys.
Yeah. They're a good bunch. They're not, they're very self-sufficient this time. No offense to the other classes, but.
They're not whiny like John Hayes.
John Hayes whined a lot. And who else whined a lot?
I'll get them for you, John.
Dom.
Yeah, Dom's a big whiner.
Wouldn't stop. Over Huffman and Puffin.
Nathan Hoffman was sufficient.
Yeah.
Where's your dovetail?
That's my 6th
This was?
half line. Yeah.
That was?
Yeah. Because I did one last year. And then I made a box home with.
Did you
half line.
purposely cut down below the line there?
I was trying to imitate the teacher.
Oh, yeah. And what about like that little thing right there? Was that intentional?
Yeah. That's a design
And
feature.
I could probably get something in there, some air.
No,
Not
that's
bad.
an expansion
Not bad.
gap.
Yeah.
Take that. Not bad. I gotta blow my nose.
Wood
again.
expands and contracts, right? So when it
Yeah.
expands, it'll close up.
All right, give it.
Or if
give
it was going to be a drawer, then the air can escape.
Talk to the Canadian vets because we didn't have any Canadian vets in this class.
Canadian vet's tough. I find.
Shout out to Andrew.
Who?
Andrew.
Who?
Andrew.
Andrew.
Let me see. You drove an hour and 45 minutes yesterday, taking him to and from.
Oh, I thought you meant Andrew Whitaker, and I was just pretending not to know him. Oh yeah, Andrew.
Burho.
Burho. Actually, that's the first time I heard his last name.
We're such good friends around here. We don't need last names.
No, Andrew's a good fella.
Yep.
Gone
Just
through a
recovering from
brain
aneurysm. So we brought him down yesterday, spent some time, get him out of the house. I think he really enjoyed it.
Trying to walk a bit more and stuff like that.
He was pretty nervous about the drive down and the drive back, but
That's what happens when you get a newfie driving.
yeah, no laws over there.
If there's any other Canadian vets,
Tell them about your experience. Back up a little bit. You were the first Canadian, you and Jesse.
me and Jesse. Yeah. I don't know who was first, but he was better.
How did you tell them how you found out about it?
I don't know, just when YouTube algorithm was better, and you'd watch stuff and it would suggest things. I think RobCosman showed up. Jake's getting too close. You can see my design flaws. I'm kind of drawing a blank now.
You thought I was an American.
Oh yeah, I thought he was American because the name Purple Heart. So I gave him an email.
Well, tell people what you mean, because mostly Americans are watching.
Oh, because Canada you get a sacrifice medal.
So Purple Heart is an American.
Yeah, so Purple Heart I
recognition.
just associate with American or whatever. So I just figured there's not a chance he'd take Canadians. Sent him an email. Turns out he is Canadian. Asked me to do a little write-up. Came up. That was in Niagara.
Yep, Niagara Falls.
Ontario. Or Ontario.
How was that experience?
That was really good. I really enjoyed it. The class was a day shorter,
Yeah, we made that change.
but they taught better.
Taught better?
No, it was really good.
Lighting wasn't as good.
The lighting wasn't good. There was more shop time because we weren't spending 3 hours eating.
There's more shop time here.
Well, yes.
We used to have to
There
go
was
to
more-
restaurants 3 times a day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. When we remember.
Yeah.
But, and when you don't leave someone at Walmart.
Yeah.
get
Can't
in
tell
there.
stores like that and then not fill them in, so.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you
Luther
got
left someone at
a good dovetail. You've been a good assistant. You're good with the guys. They appreciate you. Kitchen staff doesn't like you at all, but
No.
besides that.
No. Well, it's because they want the leftovers, but I'll eat them. Because I'm eating for 2, you know?
Yeah. All right. Okay, get out of here before we get in trouble. Fist bump. Set that there. Please and thank you. Yeah. Who else would? Oh, come. Josh. Finally, somebody that's not a Steve or a Mike. Holy smokes.
Steve's a pretty name.
It is. It is. Josh, tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name is Josh Priza. I'm a EOD combat veteran. I currently work as a lockout coordinator.
Just give them a quick brief. What's an EOD?
EOD is explosive ordnance disposal. It's military equivalent of bomb disposal. I'm currently a lockout tag.
What's your motto?
Initial success or total failure.
So when you're sitting there looking at the green wire and the red wire and the black wire, you have to be successful, right?
That is correct. Granted,
We know lots of EODs. Jeff O'Connor, Kevin Burris.
that guy.
Yeah, right there. Shoot. I shouldn't have started because now I forget. Hockey playing Pete Kern, yep. Oh, yeah.
We're way back to Kyle's class, and you've got, what's his name? The big guy.
From Montana?
No, with him too.
Oh, yeah. From Connecticut.
Yeah.
I got to brush up on my memory. I got a cold. Okay, keep talking.
I'm a lockout tagout coordinator at the Pueblo Chemical Weapons Plant in Colorado. And I found out about the Purple Heart Project through Brent Nelson, who's a coworker of mine. And when he told me about it, I started looking it up online and found out it's a really neat program, really supports the veterans. And the information that's put out is absolutely phenomenal. This is by far one of the best hands-on classes I've ever attended.
Good. So you've learned, would you say you've learned a lot?
I've learned so much that I don't know what I've forgotten.
Similar to drinking from a fire hose?
Pretty much. You come in, you hit the ground running, and long days, you start with information, and you just keep getting more information and more information, and by the time the day ends, you are still trying to figure out what happened this morning. It's awesome. This class is absolutely phenomenal.
Dennis Colomb was the fellow that we were thinking of, was the EOD from Connecticut. So how many dovetails have you cut prior to coming to the class?
0. This is my first ever.
So this is the first ever dovetail. And that's pretty darn good. Is there anyone you'd like to say to hello at home?
Yeah, I'd love to say hello to my daughter, Evie. Hi, hope you're having fun. Make sure you take a shower and listen to Grandma and Grandpa.
And my wife has to remind me to do that too.
Oh, yeah.
How has it been? How's the camaraderie been with your fellow soldiers?
This has been great. Everybody has hit it off really, really well. There's no animosity between anybody.
Except Kyle.
Except Kyle. I mean, there's always animosity with Kyle. But no, all the rest of us, we've hit it off really well. Being able to share our experiences with each other, joking around, it's just been great. And even with not even just the veterans, but with all of the civilians who are taking the class as well. The stories, the experiences, the wealth of information, it's great. It's just amazing.
It is.
And
We enjoy it.
I think we're lucky enough to have a Vietnam veteran in the class. Those are few and far between anymore, and his experiences are just something different, something way different than any of us have ever experienced.
Yeah. Well, talk to the fellow vets that need to be here.
If you guys are looking for something to do, you don't know what to do, this class would be a perfect opportunity to get your feet on the ground and get a really good introduction to a hands-on skill that's highly technical, but yet pretty easy to learn pretty quickly. Highly recommend it. And for those of you who are out there struggling, know that you are enough, and there's always somebody out there who has your back, always. So never think that you're not enough.
Good. And you mentioned the food.
Oh, the food. I probably put on 10 pounds already. Every meal is amazing. Every meal is different. They hit every food group, and there's something new to experience, and they're always surprising us with something else. if you're gonna come here for the food alone, worth it, worth every penny. Get here, eat the food, and gain some weight. It's worth it. You won't regret it.
Awesome. All right. Well, go back to work. Give me a fist pump. Set that right there, please. Take your dovetail with you. And we'll see you. Craig, come and have a seat. You're the only Craig we have.
Yeah, only one.
Relish that.
So,
Oh, you brought your board.
yeah, I'm actually,
You proud of that?
in some ways, I'm more proud that I took it from that rough lumber to this.
Well, then talk about it. Tell them what you did.
I had no idea how to do it at the beginning, and I never touched winding sticks or anything like that before. And
It's in there.
I'm just going to grab a piece of wood while he's talking.
yeah, and with Rob's help, walked us through the whole process, and it looks like it's a nice finished board, and I can't believe it was how rough it was when we started with it.
So you started with this.
Yeah.
Tell them what you did.
Yeah, so we dimensioned it first, and then basically...
No, you didn't.
Well, why not?
What'd you do first?
Cut it to length.
Handsaw.
Yeah, with a handsaw.
How was that handsaw?
That was nice. I mean, it cut like butter.
Yeah.
Must have been made well.
So this is rough. This is how it would come from the mill. It's been dried, but it's rough, which means it's not only rough, but it's not flat. So then what did you do?
Then we proceeded to flatten one side to get a like a working face, and then we're able to square up a second side, and then from there square up an end and continue on, and all 6 faces done, and still amazed.
So how many hours are you looking at
I think for me it's probably at least 3 or 4 so far.
on that board?
Still got a little bit of work on it, but it's getting close.
How many dovetails have you cut?
Before here, none.
None. So this is your first ever half blind?
First half line.
That's pretty good. And all of them have done a really good job sharpening, because I'm feeling the board, and that's lovely. That is awesome. Talk about your experience with your fellow veterans, please.
Yeah, it's been a great experience. I mean, we've got a big mix of different areas, some Marines, and they kept up. But yeah, it's been a really helpful experience, like with everyone sharing their experiences, and a few sad moments, but a few happy moments and laughing. So overall, it's been an amazing experience, and coming out of here with skills that'll last a lifetime, and be able to keep improving on it. And hopefully close up some gaps.
Yeah. Now, address the other veterans out there watching that need to be here.
Yeah, I'd say
Please.
for anyone out there watching it, I mean, even if you're not sure if you meet the criteria or whatever, don't count yourself out. Like, go online, find the application, complete it, send it in. Let the board decide whether you're coming. Don't count yourself out before you even put an application in. 'Cause, I mean, like everyone else has said, it's been an amazing experience and great teaching, and can't forget the awesome food as well.
How about the accommodations?
Accommodations are great. It's been a long commute of maybe 20 feet to our room from the classroom, so it's made things nice and easy.
Gives you extra shop time.
Yeah. So it's easy to get to the shop, run back to the room if you need anything, and it takes like 2 minutes.
Did you say hello to people at home?
Yeah, I'd say hello to my wife and Loiter, and my kids, Christian and Denise. Probably about time for their bedtime for school tomorrow.
Any closing comments?
No, I mean, I just like thank all the donors for, without their help, we couldn't make this happen, and please keep donating. And it's a great cause and awesome experience.
Wonderful. Well, I appreciate you being here.
Yeah, I think I might have caught you cold a little bit.
Oh, well, if you had to take some home, you didn't have to take that. It's in the air. All right, well, go back to your bench. You got time to squeeze out another dovetail. Set that there, give me a little fist bump.
Thank you, Rob.
All right, thank you. I have room. Hello? Anybody else like to come up and... Who do we have here?
He's either Steve, Dave, or Mike.
One of the above.
Somebody said Rob's like Santa Claus.
I thought we were done with Steve's, but obviously not. We saved the best for last. Tell them who you are.
My name's Steve McCarroll. I'm from Temperance, Michigan. Retired from the Army after 24 years in 2018, and now I try to dabble in woodworking.
Yeah. What was what Army?
Yeah, I was in the Army. I was a cannon crew member, so field artillery, and then a recruiter.
So you've been here for 4.5 days. How has the experience been being around fellow veterans in rather close quarters?
Oh, I love it. It's part of what I do is on a daily basis anyway. I'm a part of a veterans group called Woodworking for Warriors, so working alongside other veterans is something I enjoy doing and strive to do. So it's nothing new for me. It's rather, I enjoy it a lot. You know, wish we could get more opportunities like this for more veterans.
Have you cut dovetails before?
Yeah, looking at that, you wouldn't think I have.
Well, it's close. But we got room to improve, and we have the time to do it.
Oh, for sure.
Just that back line, that's the one that's always getting people.
Yeah.
Anybody that's home to say hello to?
Yeah, my wife Esmeralda. I call her Rada, but the rest of the world calls her Esmeralda. My kids, Alexis and Steven, and all my friends at the Woodworking for Warriors.
Awesome. Did you address the other wounded vets out there watching that need to have that little nudge to apply?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. There's 7 wounded veterans in every class up here for the Purple Heart Project, and I would encourage every veteran that is qualified to apply to come up here, experience firsthand Rob's tutelage, and come eat the food.
Common theme.
So it's a great opportunity.
All right. What did we forget, Jake? Anything? Okay, we got 2 days.
2 days.
2 days to do some more mortise and tenon. What are you making? Are you gonna make candle box, or are you making a bench hook?
I'm doing a candle box.
Okay. As long as you don't plan to sleep in between now. Time you go home. We'll get her done. All right. Well, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Just set that down. Give me a little fist pump. Back at her. Crank out another one tonight. Anyone else like to come up and say howdy? Ken, do we have any vets to shout out to?
Ken doesn't have a mic.
They can't hear you, so I have to repeat it. You tell me. Jeffrey? Wally's on? Hey, Wally. Up in Ontario. Sibby, oh, way over in Denmark.
No.
What?
Sibby?
Oh. Not Denmark.
Starts with an I.
What? Iceland, right, the pilot. Icelandic Air. Sibby. Lost out the Best Dovetail Award to a 95-year-old Jack Hughes. Sorry, Sibby. Could have been yours, but it wasn't. And Jack is coming back next month, 97. Wow. Called me this summer and said, Rob, if I'm around, I'd like to do it again. I said, well, come break your own record. So he's coming. Anyone else, Ken? Okay. Anybody else out there that didn't get a chance to come up and say hello that would like to? Going once. Going twice. All right, what are we giving away tonight?
Brent Nelson, there you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Brent, where is he? Come on over, Brent. Pick that up, please. Where's your dovetail? I made these guys do the dovetail so they could prove to the rest of the class that they can do it. They were getting a little soft. You got one there? Hey, Kevin Burris, EOD, and just outside of Fort Drum, New York. Part of that prolific EOD community that we've had.
So I guess while he's looking at that, I'm Brent Nelson. I was here last September as a veteran, and now I am working for the volunteering for PHP as donations manager, and also part of the board now.
It's a new appointment.
Yes.
New appointment.
New
Is
appointment.
he on both or just?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, 2 boards.
I think the biggest thing that I really have to say, because I know I always push it on the lives, is if you are donating money, please double check to see if your company that you work for will match your donation. We don't collect that information and store it on our end. It's a third party that just verifies who you work for. Basically, you type in who you work for, and it says whether they match or not. And if they do, there's a few steps that you go through to get it to match. And so your donation could almost be doubled, if not more. So because a lot of companies will either do 1 for 1, or even some will do all the way up to 10 for 1 matching.
Wow.
Yep. And then even some like Southwest, they don't match, but if you volunteer so many hours, they'll pay for a plane ticket. So that could really help us out as well.
So what's our financial requirement each year?
Each year, as of right now, $350,000 is our goal. And I'm sure it'll go up from there with the way things are going.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. But this year will be, as far as I know, the first year that we've 100% will be able to pay for everything from PHP. And that's a huge, huge thank you to all the donors, especially one of them who donated to pay for the entire October class.
John.
Yep.
John in Florida.
Yep.
That was awesome. That was a lovely surprise. By the way, this is a great dovetail. Kyle, did you teach Brent this?
No.
No?
I think it was Rob.
They can't hear you. Good thing. This is really good.
No, it was great coming back up here as an assistant because...
You're on our wall.
Right, I am on the wall. Did a really good one. And then when I went home, the skills kind of went away. When Rob called me to say, hey, please come up here and help out, I practiced some more, and they were not very, very good at all. And then being able to just listen to the instructions again, some of the techniques that Rob tweaked a little bit since I'd been here, was able to get me on my first one up here, first time.
That was it?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Must be the atmosphere.
Yep.
Or the food.
Definitely the food. I know somebody said earlier, it'd be really nice if we could get a cookbook, PHP cookbook from these ladies.
Yeah, we'd make a couple million just off that.
Yeah.
Yeah. One? Don't you have friends?
One for my wife, mom.
Would be.
Yep.
Would be. Well, I'll talk to the gals and maybe that'll happen. Well, Brent, it's been great having you. You're not done yet. He came on Saturday, went down, picked the vets up down in Bangor, Maine, which is a 3-hour drive in both directions, and been a great help. Always been there. Just fantastic.
Yep.
Good on you.
Anything I can do to help all the vets out.
Plus everything you do in your capacity with the PHP.
Yep.
Awesome.
Really enjoy it.
And we always need volunteers, so if anybody, I know fundraising is an area that we could use more volunteers.
Yep. If you have any questions about donations or how you can help, reach out. I believe it's info@thepurpleheartproject.org, or you can get me directly at brent.nelson@thepurpleheartproject.org. I'll reply to you as soon as I can.
Big shout out to Luther, who's home packing. He and his wife, Erica, were supposed to be here in this class, but sold their house, so they're going to come to the October class. So he's doing 2 weeks of work, 4 weeks of work in the next 2, or was it 5 and 6 and 2? So he's good at multiplication. He's got an MBA. He'll do it. Luther, keep at her, brother. Don't be sleeping. All right, thank you, Brent.
Yep.
What are we giving away?
Should be 4 things, is what I was told.
What's our total? Did somebody tell you? I know we're giving away 4 dead cats. we're giving away at least one prize from Saturday night, or Friday night.
Or
You don't know what they're...
4 dead cats.
4 dead
Yeah,
cats.
4 dead cats.
Is that what I said?
That's what the 4 dead.
How much? What's our total?
Let me get on there real quick, I'll double check.
Okay, well, we can start by giving away the 4 dead cats. Oh, we got to go to the other room. All right, let's go over. Wow, that's a hard seat for an hour. Come in here and find Frick while he's sleeping. Oh, he's awake. Frick?
Frick, who woke you up?
Well, I have this sick voice in my ear all night, so hard to sleep with that.
Hard to do anything with it. What do you got? Come over here, Jake.
We're doing that now?
Yeah. We're just waiting. Brent's going to tell us in a minute. We're going to do the 4 dead cats first. This is a big thank you to Moose. Big supporter of what we do. We're grateful.
The 4th dead cat is from Jonathan Walsh. He was the winner of one of the last draws. He already has one, so we donated this one back.
Thank you, Jonathan.
All right, so I'm going to draw all 4. Oh, I got to flip my screen here. There we go.
Sitting on pins and needles.
All right, here we go. 4 dead cats are going to... Number 1 is John Adams in Denver, Colorado.
Hey, John. That'll keep you warm. Denver will be cold soon.
Number 2 is going to Paul Testoni in East Greenwich, Rhode Island.
Paul, congratulations.
3rd one's going to Chris Hurst in Ontario.
Chris,
Canada.
Fellow Canadian.
And the 4th one is Reg Van Drecht in New Brunswick, Canada.
Right here. Wow. If you're close by, Reg, come get it. How many big prizes?
Our total is $16.28 for today.
16 for today, and we did...
We did, I think, 1,500 last time. Or, no.
I wasn't on last time, so I'm not.
Ken, do you remember what we did?
It was 14 or 15.
So that means 3?
Let's do 3.
3 prizes. What are we going to give away? I'm going to walk over here and ask them what they think we should give away. Let them decide. Hey, folks, we need to give away 3 prizes because we raised a little over $3,000. What do you think we should give away? Give me some suggestions. Kyle?
Dinner with Kyle.
Dinner with Kyle. And we want to raise more money in the future.
Sean Shim.
Sean, no, it's got to be better than that.
Block plane.
We usually go around $300.
Block plane.
Block plane?
Yep.
So,
Your dovetail saw.
so we'll give away a dovetail saw, a block plane. What else? What? And a half blind chisel? Okay. So let's give away a block plane that we'll soup up, a dovetail saw that's already souped up, and a half blind dovetail chisel to be ready to go out of the box, and we'll do our Cosman IBC one.
All right, what's first?
Let's do the block plane first.
Block plane is going to Don Rethman in Kettering, Ohio.
Congratulations, Don.
Next up.
Now we'll do the chisel, half blind dovetail chisel.
That is going to Marvin Grant in Ontario.
Marvin Grant. Congratulations. And finally, the dovetail saw. We'll sign these tools for you so you know where they came from.
All right, grand prize is going to James Scasia. Hopefully I
In
said that right.
Roseville, California. James, congratulations. All right. Well, this has been wonderful. We have one class left this year. Is it third week of October? Third week of October. Jack Hughes will be here. You want to stay and watch that. 97-year-old World War II vet. Anyway, appreciate your support. Please spread the word. Tell more people about this so that we can. I'm thrilled that we made it. That we raised enough funds to cover the year. And then I think, oh, now we got to start and do it again. So we need some help. And they need help. So you help us, help them, everybody wins. Have a good night. We'll see you in 2 weeks, Frick?
Should be good.
Yeah, 2 weeks. I'll be better. I'll be better in a couple days. All right, see you.